100 yards, turn left. In 200 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination.
won't ready this time.
Yards. Turn left. In 400 yards, turn sharp left. In 100 yards, turn sharp right.
Zones. Stay on the road and floor it all the way through.
You have arrived at your destination. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. have arrived at your destination.
We should take a look at the wheel angles on the fairlead. Do you think we can open it up a bit further?
Rob? Is that you? Are you in Mexico?
It's him. Yes, you're a hard man to get in touch with.
They're keeping me busy, Rob. But does this mean we're going drifting again?
Yes, it does. Meet me at the festival when you can.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 100 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. have arrived at your destination.
There's only one Welshman I know who can handle a car like that.
Well, it's not a patch on your sideways skills, that's for sure.
Modest as always. So, what are we doing?
I need a third-party evaluation of the modifications to my Sprinter.
So just drift it down the runway. Let's go.
A nice show for the local drift club, just like back in the UK.
That really is the best way around a corner.
Actually, there is increasing acceptance of the value of lateral velocity in shortening a corner, even in more conventional racing contexts.
It's been too long, Rob.
There we go, that's everything shaken out and warmed up. Feel free to keep going, though. The temp on those tyres is coming up nicely. Keep at it. To the top if you want another run.
So, when's the grand opening of Drift Club Mexico?
Who told you about that?
You're too easy, Rob. Call me for the next one, you hear?
Do you have time to drop by and have a look at my Nissan? For the thing.
Sure, Rob. Anything for not Drift Club Mexico.
Hey, Jester. I have blueprints for a bunch of new adventures, and you have decisions to make.
Do you want to set up a new street racing outpost, eh? Let's say I know a guy in Guanajuato. Ah, Horizon Wilds. If you love dirt racing, this is perfect.
Gotcha. I'll prep Ramiro for an expedition to the dirt racing outpost. Don't get lost in there.
Ready to head into the jungle? We need to find a dirt outpost and a certain big cat I've been chasing.
Yes! That's what I like to see. Blow that box right off the pole. That's not actually possible, right?
Turn right. Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so. Arrived at your destination.
So, what have we got here?
The Nismo GTR. I do love a Nissan. One of the best drift platforms in the world. In my opinion, of course. Evidence for other opinions is welcome.
We've got a route. Right, let's see what this can do.
It's technical. Some very tight turns along the reservoir. Rear-wheel drive is perfect for this, though. Really tight set of corners come in. This is all-wheel drive. And pricey. Usually you see them on the pro drifting circuit. Luckily, we had one knocking around the festival, so I had a look at it. The GTR is famous as a modular platform. And that's not just because of the wheelbase and the organic grip. The VR38 DET engine is an exceptional starting point for a drift bit.
got a route. Right, let's see what this can do.
It's technical. Some very tight turns along the reservoir. Rear-wheel drive is perfect for this, though. Really tight set of corners coming. Of course, this is all-wheel drive. And pricey. Usually you see them on the pro drifting circuit. Luckily, we had one knocking around the festival, so I had a look at it. The GTR is famous as a modular platform, and that's not just because of the wheelbase and the organic grip. The PR38 TET engine is an exceptional starting point for a drift bit. Turbos can easily make 700 bhp. You need to build for that amount of power at both ends of the intake exhaust flow, of course. Final analysis, not a cheap drift platform, but definitely a good one.
That's a good car. What's the next recruitment vehicle?
Recruitment? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sure. Call me.
When you're over by the bridge, drop by. You know what?
I'll slide right over then.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 400 yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left. In 200 yards, turn sharp right. In 400 yards, turn right. turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
That's a 325. Very nice. Not stock though, right?
Not at all. Get in. I'll tell you as we go. Rear-wheel drive, 6.2-litre V8 engine, developing 750 bhp. Custom camber for optimal entrance and exit angles. It's quite the piece of engineering. Said this was her first drift car. That makes sense. Abundant parts, reliable, and easy to work on too. So, this is an interesting technical challenge. Drifting uphill. The additional inertia is a very intriguing factor in how you achieve the optimal corner approach. If you're interested in how we calculate drift scores, it's about speed and angle in the drift. That means there's a maximum theoretical value for a stretch of road, of course. Excellent lateral velocity management. That's absolutely at the top end of my projections. Before, we're running some informal leaderboards for all of these little drives, and I worked up a few of Haley's accolades. Have a look at them. There's a bit of a reward for doing them all.
I'll take a look. Call me for the next one.
When you've got a moment, drop by the Copper Canyon.
Yards, turn sharp left. Turn sharp left.
Stay on the road and floor it? I'm pretty sure I did.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination. Arrived at your destination.
I thought we'd been focusing on the classics a little unfairly. So, how about this? The 2020 151 Formula Drift Supra. This is based on a 2020 Toyota GR Supra, modified by Papadakis Racing, with approximately 700 extra bhp. But higher baseline speed necessitates maintaining the drift at a greater lateral velocity. Here, I find, is how faster cars need to balance forward velocity against the optimal angle. You are managing it nicely. This is a really tough corner. Be ready to functionally destabilize the rear. Into the upper projection range. Tunnel ahead, you'll miss some lovely corners if you take it though. marked out, but keep going for the,
For the leaderboards?
yes. Bit more time. Tell me, do you like volcanoes?
What are you up to, Rob?
Nothing at all. Thanks for the help. I'll call you. I've got a bit of a muscle car for you to look at. Drop by when you have a moment.
A drift-rigged muscle car. I'm on my way.
Turn around when it is safe to do so. Recalculating route.
Well, someone is keen for Horizon Arcade. Why wouldn't you be? This is the best place to play games and do stunts with other drivers. We'll start soon. You run along and make friends.
Horizon Arcade will begin soon. Why not say hello to the other drivers whilst you wait? Turn around when it is safe to do so. Turn around when it is safe to do so. You have arrived at your destination.
That's the Formula Drift Mustang. Very nice.
It is. I told you this was a muscle drift, and we've got 6.9 miles of the nicest drift road I think I've ever seen to try it out on. Let's get cracking. We're dealing with a supercharged 5-litre V8, giving you a good centre of rotation, very slightly biased front, 900 bhp to push out the back. It takes some... pardon my jocularity, lateral thinking. To build a good drift car out of a muscle platform. But I think this is a very competent attempt. Was basically 1.5 tons of 2015 Mustang GT. Just wait until you see... No, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's all downhill from here. I mean that in the topographical sense. Watch the corners, though. Can't drift if we hit trees. On the projection. I think we can do better, though. Over 1 million drift points. That much tyre smoke must be visible from the city. I mean, if anyone was watching, which they're not.
Okay, time to come clean. What are you planning?
Just a little something we've been working. Well, you can wait a bit longer.
You're no good at keeping secrets, Rob. You know that.
Do you think you could just pop over to Guanajuato? Be quiet. Hear you.
Sure, Rob. Mum's the word.
In 200 yards, turn left. Recalculating route. In 400 yards, turn right. In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
I see you've brought some friends, Rob.
Yeah, well, just the local chapter of Drift Club Mexico. We thought we'd surprise you.
Well, there's more spectators than I expected for a secret club. Right, let's put on a bit of a show then.
Just turn it. Or just go straight down the stairs.
This is Mr. Kenneth Block's Hoonigan Gymkhana 10 Ford Focus RS RX. 2-litre, turbocharged, front-mounted engine and all-wheel drive. There's only the one seat, so I will be the voice in you ahead. Guanajuato has something of a drift culture, you know. The tunnels, the narrow streets, the cathedral square.
The roads are closed, right?
Oh yes, our newest member Pablo organised it. Now follow the tunnel. Watch the walls. They're snaggy.
Just turn it. Or just go straight down the stairs?
This is Mr. Kenneth Block's Hoonigan Gymkhana 10 Ford Focus RS RX. 2-litre, turbocharged, front-mounted engine and all-wheel drive. There's only the one seat, so I will be the voice in your head. Guanajuato has something of a drift culture, you know. The tunnels, the narrow streets, the cathedral square.
The roads are closed, right?
Oh yes, our newest member Pablo organised it. Now follow the tunnel. Watch the walls. They're snaggy. Left hand fork. Coming up on the end, and a peek at the future of drifting.
I've got a bit of a confession. You see, we've got another car for you to have a look at.
Is that what I think it is?
The RTR Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400, the first fully electric drift and gymkhana platform. Should we take it out for a bit of a spin? This car was customized by drift legend and engineering wizard Mr. Vaughan Gitton Jr. and the fine people at RTR. Why? To answer that age-old question. What is the future of controlled oversteer?
What's up, Rob? Looks like you two are having a lot of fun with that car.
Oh, yes. Vaughan, it's quite a piece of work. Could I perhaps press you for your impressions working on it? For the members.
Getting behind the wheel of the Ford Mustang Mach-E 1400 completely changed my perspective on what power and torque can be. Together, my team at RTR Vehicles and Ford Performance spent over 10,000 hours working collaboratively on this to bridge the gap between what people believe an electric car can do and what it can actually do. Turns out it is well beyond my wildest expectations. The Mustang Mach-E 1400 uses 7 motors, 3 on the front differential and 4 on the rear, giving us 1,400 horsepower so we can do anything from drifting to high-speed track racing. Every piece of aero and every duct you see is functional for aerodynamics and cooling. This car makes 2,300 pounds of downforce at 160 miles per hour. Ford has made it clear that they are bringing fun and function to the battery electric vehicle space, and this is just the start. I've watched even the most seasoned vets turn into giggly little kids behind the wheel and in the passenger seat of this wild machine. So, mission accomplished.
We're almost at the end, but as you've noticed, we've been running in all-wheel drive mode with all 7 motors. So, for the next bit, let's try something different. That was all-wheel drive. The motor layout allows you to change drivetrain essentially at the push of a button. So, just toggle it over from all-wheel drive into rear-wheel drive, shutting down the front motors, and then off we go. The fastest drivetrain swap you will ever do. Nice right-left opportunity ahead. Careful as you manage the inertia transfer. Left, then right, then sideways into the tunnel. So, just toggle it over from all-wheel drive into rear-wheel drive, shutting down the front motors, and then off we go. The fastest drivetrain swap you will ever do. Nice right-left opportunity ahead. Careful as you manage the inertia transfer. then right, then sideways into the tunnel. Ahead here, and we're heading for where we started. On behalf of Drift Club Mexico, as well as RTR and Ford Performance, let me thank you for this show of the noble art of intentional oversteer. So, we thought you might like to keep the Mach-E.
That's amazing! But wait, won't Vaughan want it back, though?
Oh, this is an exact duplicate of his. Let's just say I'm a bit excitable too.
¿Qué onda, mi amigo? I was talking to someone who found a classic car in a granero somewhere in this area. Would you be interested in restoring a pickup truck?
200 yards. Turn sharp left. In 200 yards. Turn sharp left. Arrived at your destination.
Now, I know you've raced trains before in the UK, but watch out for this conductor. I've never seen someone so competitive. Best of luck.
sure if they're allowed to be dropping carriages, but it's certainly going to give the engine an advantage.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that.
Okay. Anybody hurt? Well then, shall we collect up the train cars and try again? Hey, Jester. Got a moment to look over some adventures? Thought you might.
Horizon Baja, eh? Perfect location for the cross-country racing outpost.
You, Alex, Ramiro, and every single fan messaging me to ask when this is opening. Great news. I'll tell them all very soon, shall I?
Show Horizon why the Baja is home to the biggest off-road race on Earth. And if we have time, we might set up an outpost or something.
You have arrived at your destination.
Hola, my friend. Are you ready to get going?
So, Rabbi, you said something about a big cat.
A long story. I tracked it all the way into the jungle, but lost my notes. Why don't I explain it on the way? First, let's retrace my steps. Head south, across the highway, and over the hills. Vámonos!
I thought big cats would avoid major highways.
Not this one, my friend. Mira, next, I turned off-road and hit a danger sign on the way into Mulegé. Welcome to Mulegé! My aunt, Tia Rosa, runs a stall in the craft market. She was the one who first told me about the big cat. Now I have your help, I'm sure we'll find it. Next, I went across the bridge and into the jungle. We're getting close.
Hold up, man. You owe me a long story.
Perdón, let me explain. I was given coordinates of where this big cat was last sighted. but the plane had mechanical problems on takeoff. I barely got it off the ground.
So you dumped your cargo?
Exacto! I lost everything, and I never even saw the cat. But now you're here to help. And it's on the way. Por favor. This is the place! I left my car at the far end of the runway. All my stuff, including my notes, should be in the flight cases. Think you can find them too?
The big cat is a car, right? I'm guessing Jaguar?
Obviously! Sorry, did I not mention? It's a barn find. Drop me off at my car once you've found it. My notes. Tia Rosa said the Jaguar was abandoned by its owner 20 years ago. I've marked out the rough location on your map. Recorder. It's designed to survive any crash. Maybe not getting run over by a car, but...
I don't see you getting out to grab it.
flight recorder! It's designed to... Hola, my friend! Are you ready to get going?
So, Rami, you said something about a big cat.
A long story. I tracked it all the way into the jungle, but lost my notes. Why don't I explain it on the way? First, let's retrace my steps. South, across the highway, and over the hills. Vámonos!
I thought big cats would avoid major highways.
Not this one, my friend. Mira, next, I turned off-road and hit a danger sign on the way into Mulegé. Welcome to Mulegé! My aunt, Tia Rosa, runs a stall in the craft market. She was the one who first told me about the big cat. Now I have your help, I'm sure we'll find it. Next, I went across the bridge and into the jungle. We're getting close.
Hold up, Rami. You owe me a long story.
Perdón, let me explain. I was given coordinates of where this big cat was last sighted. But the plane had mechanical problems on takeoff. I barely got it off the ground.
So you dumped your cargo?
Exacto! I lost everything and I never even saw the cat. But now you're here to help. And it's on the way. Por favor. This is the place! I left my car at the far end of the runway. All my stuff, including my notes, should be in the flight cases. You think you can find them too?
The big cat is a car, right? I'm guessing... Jaguar?
Obviously! Sorry, did I not mention? It's a barn find. Drop me off at my car once you've found it. was last sighted in a white barn with a brown door. Have a look around here. Finally! It's the XJR-15! Rápido y raro, and a long way from its native habitat in the UK. I wonder how it got here. Here's my car. Drop me around here when you're ready to leave. Alex wants the biggest dirt racing program Horizon has ever seen, and we are going to give it to him. Hola, my friend. Are you ready to get going?
So, Rami, you said something about a big cat.
A long story. I tracked it all the way into the jungle, but lost my notes. Why don't I explain it on the way? First, let's retrace my steps. Head south, across the highway, and over the hills. Vámonos!
I thought big cats would avoid major highways.
Not this one, my friend. Mira, next, I turned off-road and hit a danger sign on the way into Mulegé. Welcome to Mulegé! My aunt, Tia Rosa, runs a stall in the craft market. She was the one who first told me about the big cat. Now I have your help, I'm sure we'll find it. Next, I went across the bridge and into the jungle. You're getting close.
Hold up, Rami. You owe me a long story.
Perdón, let me explain. I was given coordinates of where this big cat was last sighted. But the plane had mechanical problems on takeoff. I barely got it off the ground.
So you dumped your cargo?
Exacto! I lost everything and I never even saw the cat. But now you're here to help. And it's on the way. Por favor. This is the place! I left my car at the far end of the runway. All my stuff, including my notes, should be in the flight cases. Think you can find them too?
The big cat is a car, right? I'm guessing Jaguar?
Obviously! Sorry, did I not mention? It's a barn find. Drop me off at my car once you've found it. Recorder. It's designed to survive any crash. Maybe not getting run over by a car, but
I don't see you getting out to grab it.
Here's my car. Drop me around here when you're ready to leave. Alex wants the biggest dirt racing program Horizon has ever seen, and we are going to give it to him. Follow
follow the river! What's your head? How would you like to visit some old friends along the way?
Absolutely.
Welcome to Xmal, once the most powerful city in the region. But I'm afraid we missed my friends by about 1,000 years. Legend has it, La Pirámide del Adivino was built in a single night. It takes us 2 days just to set up a festival stage. El Palacio del Gobernador. They say it's built to align with the stars during the wet season. We'll have to come back and check. We'll take this road. Getting close now. I promised you dirt roads, didn't I? Ale and I used to race buggies around here when we were teenagers. I always won.
I hope you've grown out of your rivalry.
Rivalry? My friend, in Mexico we call that family. Let's go back across the river. This is Agua Azul. We're so close now. Keep going. The heart of the jungle now, my friend. It's just us and the wildlife of La Selva. These roads are treacherous, only reached by the most capable cars.
All those that parachute down from cargo planes.
Yeah, those two. They'll be back, my friend. Big dirt racing fans.
Are those howler monkeys? We didn't have them back in the UK.
Your jungles must be very boring. And here we are. The waterfalls are right around the corner. Cascadas de Agua Azul. What do you think? Is the Mexican jungle good enough for Alex and the best dirt racers in the world?
It's perfect. I just hope the dirt racers are good enough for the Mexican jungle.
I know what you were thinking all the way through that jungle. This place would be perfect for dirt racing. Funny! I had the same thought. Check it out. Horizon Wilds. A little festival of my own where we celebrate all things dirt racing. Oh, this is going to be good.
I've started you off simple with a few events, and the drivers and fans have challenges to match. So, off you go and get dirty!